What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on there, people? You already know what it is. You have just entered the war zone. Oh, yes, you have just entered the war zone. Now, Governor Tim Walz is under heavy scrutiny. Governor Tim Walz is looking like he is a leaf stuck to tree bark and persistently shaking in the wind. Governor Tim Walz seems to be very lost and completely abandoned. He seems to be very abandoned. It's so funny to me how we are catching a lot of what's going on in America that a lot of the people behind the scenes have been screaming about for years. This is unbelievably remarkable to witness. We are witnessing a full-fledged turnaround, a full-fledged 360. We have never thought that it would come to this point. I mean, people that were running with the left actually thought that these days would never ever come. USAID running rampant, paying off all of America's enemies, paying off all of the black community's enemies, paying them off to constantly suppress your average American, just totally waging war on Americans. And we're supposed to sit around, be the nice, quiet little Americans that they want us to be. And I just don't think so at all. You know, we are definitely planning to move forward and never ever give our country back to these people. Never give our country back. This is unsustainable.
Illegal aliens. You signed the Higher Education Omnibus Bill into law in May of 2023. That bill allows illegals to have their college tuition paid for by the state. You signed the Driver's License for All Act into law in March of 2023, and that bill allows illegals to receive driver's provide free health care to illegal aliens. You signed the Higher Education Omnibus Bill into law in May of 2023. That bill allows illegals to have their college tuition paid for by the state. You signed the Drive Health Care to illegal provide free health care to illegal aliens. You signed the Higher Education Omnibus Bill into law in May of 2023. That bill allows illegals to have their college tuition paid for by the state. You signed the Driver's License for All Act into law in March of 2023, and that bill allows illegals to receive driver's licenses. So, you claim you're not a sanctuary state. You just provide free health care, free college, and driver's licenses to illegal aliens. One reason you're here testifying before us today is because you refuse to cooperate with ICE. While states like Florida and Virginia empower their law enforcement to detain and remove criminal illegal aliens, you, sir, have done just the opposite. Your Attorney General is directing law enforcement to ignore ICE immigration detainers. Do you agree with the Attorney General's guidance?
Well, Congressman, it's good to see you again, and thank you for being here. First, I would say, as my job as governor of Minnesota is to make Minnesota the best state in the nation.
Do you agree with the Attorney General's guidance?
Exactly. Nobody. Hey,
Congressman,
Tim.
what I would say,
Hey, Tim. Tim, you're not running. Tim.
Minnesota follows all law. I would say
it's a very easy question.
Tim, exactly, Tim.
If you're not, if you
Tim,
claim you're not,
Tim, you're not running for president right now. We are asking you some simple questions. We are asking you some very relevant questions to your governorship. We are ice grilling you.
sanctuary state. You just, I guess, you just claim that you support policies. You're not a sanctuary state, but you support policies that prevent ICE from doing their job.
Congressman,
Isn't that right?
They
that
are
isn't
grilling
true,
them.
Congressman. We follow the same laws.
Well,
We're in the Minnesota
sir,
House. The law
sir,
is not
Nah,
changed.
if
you ain't
you'll
getting
allow
off the
me,
hook,
I've got
bro.
limited time. Well, that's what
This
you
dude was almost the
tweeted,
president.
by the way, sir. On May 23rd, 2018, you tweeted, quote, "I support policies that keep law enforcement from enforcing federal laws," close quote. On May 17th, just this spring, at the University of Minnesota Law School's commencement ceremony, you said, quote, "Donald Trump's modern-day Gestapo is scooping folks up off the streets." When you said the words modern-day Gestapo, you were referring to ICE agents. Gestapo, by the way, sir, was the official secret police of Hitler's Nazi Germany.
Tell him.
So you're calling ICE agents modern-day Nazis.
Right. And to piggyback off of that, President Biden is the culprit who started ICE. President Biden brought in 80,000 people, citizens, and wanted to convert these citizens into agents for the IRS to capture and detain those American citizens who are not paying their taxes. President Donald Trump came in, took that heinous, malicious program that President Biden intended to use on the American public if he was to win office again. Donald Trump took it, turned it around, and turned that particular program away from the American people, okay, and turned them on illegal immigrants, okay? President Biden wanted to arm these individuals also. So picture ICE right now, all armed, running around, attempting to apprehend these illegal immigrants in our nation. But this is what President Biden was attempting to do to the Americans who did not pay their taxes. So what are we to say to that? Smack that like button there, people. Let's go.
Given the attacks on ICE agents that took place in Los Angeles over the weekend, don't you regard your dangerous inflammatory rhetoric as a problem?
The questions you want me to answer first?
So,
Your
sir,
mic is on.
It saddens me
Trying
that you
to act like
refuse
your
to
mic
express
ain't on.
regret from comparing ICE to Nazis. ICE agents are brave Americans who get up every morning, leave their families, and put their lives in harm's way to protect our country, sir. You, at the very least, owe an apology to these dedicated public servants. I will say, sir, inflammatory rhetoric such as yours and the other governors on this panel is responsible for putting a target on the back of every ICE agent who is risking their life to protect our communities. Minnesota is all too familiar, by the way, with the chaos that ensues when you refuse to work with law enforcement to enforce the law. In May 2020, looting, acts of violence, and arson occurred on your watch in Minneapolis after you refused to bring in the National Guard.
That's crazy.
Governor, your agenda is clear. Free healthcare, free college and driver's license.
Free this, free that, free this. As long as you're not a black American, you can get that. As long as you're not a black American, you can get that. As long as you're not a right-leaning white American, you can get all of the free labor of the American people. We will give it to you. Come right on in. Oh yes, we got housing for you. We have all type of allowances for you. We're gonna put the gangbangers up into 5-star hotels. This is what we do here in America. You didn't know, baby? This is living the American dream. You are now living the American dream. Oh no, don't worry about those black and white Americans. We're gonna take care of them. We got they already taken care of. We got them. They're going to be paying all of the taxes for you, and you're not going to have to worry about nothing. Don't worry about getting adequate, sufficient paying jobs, because don't worry, all of you Somalis that's coming in here, all 100% of you that is documented, you're already all on welfare. So, you've been on welfare since you came in 91. So might as well, 100% of you are still on welfare. Hey, might as well stay on welfare, right? Might as well. You're still on it. Might as well. Why not? Let's move. Let's move. Because these dudes ain't playing with Governor Tim Walz right now, bro. These dudes ain't playing. And guess what? The American people are not. We don't want none of those show no more. We want real action now. They are going after Walz.
If you think that's not a sanctuary state, you shouldn't be governor. By turning Minnesota into a magnet for illegals, you have opened up our communities.
You know what he did?
Including known terrorists, gang members, murderers, and child predators. You have sent a resounding message that if you're a hard-working, law-abiding citizen of Minnesota, your safety and well-being are not the priorities of Tim Walz and his administration. But if you're coming to our state illegally, you're not only welcome with open arms, you're entitled to free stuff on the taxpayer's dime.
That's right.
This is absolutely disgraceful.
Governor
Walz, your sanctuary state agenda has been defined by your utter failure. You have failed to enforce the rule of law. You have failed to uphold our national sovereignty. And most importantly, you have failed the people of Minnesota. The time for radical sanctuary state policy, sir, is over.
It's over.
The voters made that clear last November when they elected President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. You remember him, don't you?
Yeah.
Governor, the time for real leaders.
Smack that like button there, people. About 50 of y'all hands. Smack that like button.
With that, sir, actually, Mr. Chairman,
he's going under.
Consent to induce
he's going under. Yo, Boogeyman.
The governor's tweet that I referenced from May 23rd, 2018, which makes it clear his hatred for federal law enforcement.
Boogeyman.
This video is for the 92%. For some reason, they don't never get my videos, but I hope they get this one because the onus is on these bitches.
Boogeyman. He going down, bro. Bro, he going down for real, bro. They not playing with him seriously, bro, for real, bro. It is not looking good for Governor Walz right now. Yo, bro. Boogeyman, it's not looking good for Governor Walz. Okay? Shayna Mayer. Shayna Mayer said, I hope they make an example. They are. They're not. You really think President Trump they're not going to make an example of this guy? This guy went and attempted to run for U.S. President of the United States, rather Vice President of the United States. You really think these people are going to allow these people to do? We have to set a president. We can't allow this. On top of that, this man has been leading massive fraud into our nation, allowing people from other nations, pirates, to come in and infiltrate our political infrastructure. You mean to tell me we are not going to make an example of this guy? I mean, to the level, do you see the level of fraud that's coming out of that old administration? Do you see what's coming out of Governor Tim Walz's administration right now? They are on this man like freaking hot, like white on rice. They are on him, man. They are not playing any games right now. And guess what? I don't blame any of them. I don't blame any of them. Okay? Do you hear me? It is getting really, really nasty out here in these streets right now. You know what I'm saying? It really, really is. Tim Walz and these Somalis and all of these other, it's coming on all angles. The Somalis, the Arabs, the cartels, right? I mean, Trump is doing so much to help us out, man. You don't even understand. He don't even have to. You know what I'm saying? They took this man's money. They took everybody's pages who were attempting to spread the good American word. You know, this is what these people are into. And we're supposed to sit back and let these people function like a communist government over here. Seriously, in our face, playing us. This is crazy, man. This is crazy business. Look, check this out. This is crazy business.
And who also happens to be valedictorian. Somalis in Minnesota are so successful. I take multiple trips a year to Minnesota and I leave so inspired. You have Somali-only, Somali-owned law firms, Somali-owned Trump is attacking us. I think Trump should be thanking us in multiple ways, and I'm going to explain. First things first, I think we are a good example of what the American dream can look like. Like, Somali Americans,
Wow,
and it's making
these
me
people
sad and
are
it's funny. Like, I know Somali people
delusional.
are very funny. We're like the class
Tell me
clown
if
who
I'm
also
wrong.
happens
Am I
to be
wrong, people?
valedictorian. Somalis in Minnesota are so successful.
Boogeyman, am I wrong,
take
Boogeyman?
multiple trips a year to Minnesota and I leave so inspired. You have Somali-only, Somali-owned law firms, Somali-owned pharmacies, Somali-owned everything you can think of, and it's so inspiring to see that what my community could do in just 30 years. Literally, we came to this country not speaking English, not knowing anything. We're black,
these
Muslim, we're
people?
immigrant, and we're able to be that successful.
Hunter said,
This
go
should be
back to
really
Africa.
applauded. Like,
For
I
real.
need Trump to stand up and applaud for us because it's shocking.
Do you hear? Yo, bro, do y'all hear the level of delusion on these people?
I'm going to explain. First things first, I think we are a good example of what the American dream can look like. Like, Somali Americans, and it's making me sad and it's funny. Like, I know Somali who are very funny. We're like the class clan who also happens to be valedictorian. Somalis in Minnesota
The
are
class,
so
yo,
successful.
they are just tooting their horn, aren't they? They said they are the class clowns. They are the class clowns that seem to always be the valedictorian. These people level of delusion is next level. Okay, we're not just sitting around saying this stuff, you know, just because we hate us. No, the black community not just throwing mud on these people, man. I don't care because these people look like us. They are not us. We see a lot of white-looking Hispanics that look white, but hey, they are not white. And I'm sure many white Americans can and would concur. I mean, geez Louise, listen to the delusion on these people. These are Somalians right here. Listen to this. Smack that like button there, people. It's almost about 80 to 90 of y'all in here. Smack that like button there, people.
They leave so inspired. You have Somali-only, Somali-owned law firms, Somali-owned pharmacies, Somali-owned everything you can think of, and it's so inspiring to see that what my community could do in just 30 years. Literally, we came to this country not speaking English, not knowing anything. We're black, Muslim, we're immigrant, and we're able to be that successful.
Hold up. I gotta stop you right there, shorty. What do you mean you black? Now you're black? Whoa. Because, damn, when I was a little baby boy, damn, I don't remember you. I don't remember that. I don't remember you, any of you people outside of America screaming black. I don't remember black being popular. I don't remember you saying, oh, black. I don't remember that there, people. Why are these people now clinging to the word black now? This is alarming. Very, very concerning. It is. The delineation is so real, valid, and needed. And I'm so glad, and it feels so good. This pocket of delineation feels very, very good, because you would have had white people all over the world thinking that we are delusional like these people. No, this is next level delusion. Let's go. There's over 100 of y'all in this room. Chat, smack that like button. Salute America. Let's go. I need Trump to stand up and applaud for us. Wow, do you hear her? Wow. Literally, my friend just moved to Minnesota, and she was telling me how when she gave birth, it was all Somali staff. Her midwife was Somali. Her doctors were Somali. Her nurses were Somali. Like, that is so beautiful to see, and it should be celebrated, okay? Second of all, Trump, you should be thanking my people for giving a random Midwestern state that much clout and money. Like, I don't think, other than Chicago,
I think Minnesota is really popping when it comes to tourism because of Somali
She
Americans.
said popping.
Like me.
I'm getting upset. Yo, bro, I'm really sitting here getting upset with these words. Using our black lingo. Using our black language. Talking about we don't know how to speak and we don't know how to, speak with intelligence and all. I mean, goodness gracious. However, using our literal lingo, using our words. What up? What's up, Africa, Miss Africana, Miss African? These are Africans. We tired of these Africans. We are really seriously tired. We are seriously tired of these Africans. And I mean, bruh. Okay, so you should be thanking us because Minnesota would have been nothing if Somalis didn't move there. Like, if we're being honest, like we have made that state pop and we have Mad Dog Williams said beautiful for the rest of the world. Greetings, peace, and love to you, Mad Dog. If you want, you can donate Minnesota to the great country of Somalia. Peace and love to you, Mad Dog. It shouldn't be made. It shouldn't. He made this bed. Mad Dog said he made this bed. Hunter said, go back to Africa. Facts. VP like this. No more Mugli. No more Mugli in America. Nah, Hunter, they not getting no more of this. Know what I'm saying? Go over there, tell them go over there, eat they cow lunch. Eat they bush meat. Come on, go, get up out of here. We tired of all of that. I think it's almost all Democrat states. Coffee Jitter said. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is bad. This is bad. I don't think we have ever seen Democratic states this bad. I mean, this is whoa. You talking about you have an opposition enemies right here in America, sleeper cells right here in America. On top of that, connected with their people through audio, visual, email, all type of telecommunications, all type of ways to funnel our tax dollars out of our nation into the bank accounts of the T organizations. Are we serious? I mean, this is really, really bad, people. No, this is really bad and alarming. Oh yeah, like I think it's a nice trade-off. And last but not least, I'm so happy that people are discovering how funny, witty Somali people are. We're very confident. And although Trump said what he had to say, like I want him to know, Yani, like, oh, we got to get these people out of here now. Like, oh, they got to go. Oh, goodness, they got to go. Oh, if they got to go, put go in the chat, man. If they got to go, put go in the chat. I still think I'm better than everyone. Like, God has made me Somali Muhammad. Like, I'm okay. I'm okay. On top of that, I'm Somali American, broski. Like, I'm winning on both sides. But yeah, it's just nice to see that everyone's realizing Somali people are very funny, very confident. And that's never going to change. It has not changed since colonial days, baby boy. And it's not going to change because somebody right now decided to make fun of us. We're actually winning the war, so. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Wow. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. Delusion on the highest level. You have never seen this form of delusion before. You have never seen this form of delusion before if you have been living here in the good country of America. This is absurd. Okay? Seriously. I am not being funny, but there's a lot of people saying that, hey, these people must go. All right? That's what a lot of people are saying. They're upset right now and they want people to go. Okay, that's just what it is. For almost a full freaking year, and you have absolutely. They mad. They upset. We all mad.
I am so done with
they
being
done.
flawed. I am beyond done pretending that any of this is acceptable.
Hold up. Here she go.
I am so done with being polite. I am beyond done pretending that any of this is acceptable.
None of it is
Graham Bond,
acceptable.
from
Black
we
and
the
white, we
people,
all together in
we
this. We
abide.
not caring, bro.
Because Sweet Cheeks, you've been in your position for almost a full freaking year, and you have absolutely nothing
Wow.
to show for it. Not one person held accountable. Not one. There is no shred of urgency coming from you. And honey child, you're not overwhelmed. You're not confused. You are failing. And you know what makes this even more embarrassing for you? You have a young man named Nick Shirley out here doing your job that you're paid to do. I mean, my gosh, the kid is out here exposing the fraud right in everyone's faces. While you're sitting in your office collecting your paycheck and issuing silence. Then there's the brother lover and old tampon Timmy out here still yapping away, doing interviews, acting untouchable because you won't do your damn job. So let me make this crystal clear for you, Pammy. You do not work for donors. You don't work for political friends, and you don't work for insiders. You and the rest of those people up there in D.C. work for we the people. And Mr. President, if you see this, from we the people, can you put somebody in that seat that has an actual backbone? Because, sir, I promise you this. If you actually put somebody in there that would step
Thank you so
up
much for the super
and
chat.
do their
Thank you so
actual
much.
job and hold everybody accountable, whether it's governors, whether it's bureaucrats, whether it's billionaires like Elon Musk, the American people would stand behind it 1,000%.
Right.
So, no more scarecrows, no more excuses, no more watching politicians cover for each other while the rest of America gets screwed.
Right.
Do your
We're
job.
tired, man. People are tired of it. People are tired. There people, smack that like button there, people. It's about 200 of y'all in here. Smack that like button. Smacking that like button is saluting America. We're not playing. We're on this American train, steamrolling through everything. Okay? Straight up and down. Okay? You have all of these migrants that are attempting to enforce their laws onto what it is that we are doing. This is not good. Okay? It's just not good. It's not good at all. All right? It's not good. What is happening here? What is happening with these Democrats? Huh? What is going on? What are these Democrats talking about? Let's see what they're talking about real quick.
That's the way it is. And I think the government should pull all the levers at its disposal to find people and pull this off. It's what the American people asked Donald Trump to do.
That's what we asked them to do.
They should be deporting violent
What are we
people.
talking about
Yes,
here?
they should
Black
be
and
deporting
white.
people
Ask
who
them to
committed
do
violent
this.
acts before they came here. But at some juncture, if you're going to allow any illegal immigration at all, the message then goes out. Just get here. It'll probably work out for you. That was the last administration. This is a different one.
I don't think anybody disagrees with that. 7 million means that they're not just going after criminals.
Well, they're going after people who are in the country illegally, right?
Woo!
Yeah,
We're not playing around, boy.
This is a much bigger universe.
Doesn't that make you a criminal?
No, it doesn't.
That's right. 7 million. We going for a lot. There's a lot more that we got to get. We got a lot more that we got to get. We got more than 7 million that we gonna need to turn. You know what I mean? Turn up on. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this madness over here. Look at this madness over here, bro. Look at this madness.
Permission to record me. Period.
Can we talk
Don't
outside?
have permission to record.
She doesn't have permission to record.
Elon Musk done shared this guy. Dude is going viral right now.
Where are the children?
Elon Musk shared this guy right here, and JD Vance shared him as well, and he's gone super viral because he has been showing what is going on within the heart of the Somali community within Minnesota. And he is researching, going into various health clubs and various businesses that or various nonprofits that's supposed to be levied by these Somali and fraudulent groups. So he's going in to get public service, and he's being denied and right now being shoved out the door by security, who's having a hard time speaking English himself, by the way.
Children.
I will sue you. You don't have any
He said, I will
connection.
sue you.
We have nothing to do with this.
Okay. Then are there children?
I'm having deja vu right
Are
now.
there children here?
I'm freaking having deja vu.
Where are
Right
the children? $2.6 million for a daycare center.
You ask whoever you think is doing that. You don't know what you're talking about. So leave.
Tell us what's happening here then.
I said leave.
We're wondering what's
We
happening.
are not a child care. We have nothing to do with
Smack
it.
that like button. Smack that like button.
Yes. We're not accusing you. We're asking where the children are at.
Don't ask me anything.
He said, don't ask me anything. We are in America. This guy's not even American, bro. We got to get this out of
We just
here.
want to know, where are the children?
This is sad.
My name's
Smack
Nick
that
Shirley.
like button there,
I
people.
work for myself, Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
We're wondering, where are
Shout
the
out
children?
to Nick Shirley.
$2.66 million for...
Smack that like button if you're rolling with Nick Shirley. Smack that like button. Put a 1 in the chat if you're rolling with Nick Shirley.
Answer the question. Are there children? There's no children inside the building.
This is crazy. This is crazy, there, people. You can't make this stuff up. But this is what's going on. This is what we have to contend with. We are no longer really looking at what's going on with the world news. You know how you wake up in the morning and you get to the world news and you be like, oh man, that's what's going on in China. Oh man, what's the tea like in China today? You know, you're like, hey, okay, that's what's going on over there in the Middle East. Man, that's quite unfortunate. But now we're waking up to seeing, wait, what the hell is going on in our neighboring state? What's going on in our city? What's going on with all of these people all around us attempting to make us assimilate to them? They want us to assimilate to them, right? You have these people with these coming in and taking our jobs, by the way, not coming and creating their own constructs. No, they're coming in, taking our jobs, getting into supervisory positions and hiring their own. This is what's going on a very, very high level. Smack that like button there, people. We don't got time for this. You think we got time for this? We don't got no
My
time
name's
for
Nick
this.
Shirley.
You don't have any permission to.
They are stupid. Oh, they are stupid. They stupid for that one, y'all. AI is too stupid. Look.
There, that's better.
He's stupid.
All right, ready. Whoa, wait a minute.
They done changed the Minnesota flag to the Somali flag. This is unbelievable. They changed the Minnesota flag to the Somali flag.
There, that's better.
Wow.
All right, ready. Whoa.
Wow, these people are nuts. This is what's going on now. This is what's happening.
What do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
This is Minnesota. This
I don't
is
think
Nick
anybody
Shirley
is
right here.
enabling fraud to happen.
Governor Walz accountable for this.
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that?
Elon Musk shared this right here.
Answer the question. Are
Elon
there
Musk
children?
shared this right here.
There's no children inside the building. Potentially the largest fraud scandal in U.S. history is taking place in
Got like
Minnesota,
over
as literally
200 million
billions of
shares.
dollars have been funneled through Somali-ran fraudulent businesses. So much fraud, it could actually almost replace the entire GDP of Somalia. These fraudsters have worked hand in hand with the Minnesota government as they enabled billions of dollars to be given to fraudulent businesses underneath welfare purposes. Some of this money eventually landed in the hands of terrorist groups in Somalia like the Al-Shabaab and others enrich themselves all at the U.S. taxpayers' expense. And in this video, we will break down all of the fraud from start to finish, from going to the fraudulent businesses and confronting the people who are making millions of dollars from the government. And we will also be confronting the incompetent government leaders who let this fraud happen.
This is ridiculous.
To make this happen, I met up with a man who's been doing his own investigation for
Smack
years
that
now,
like button
as he
there,
has seen
people.
the fraud
Hit that like
firsthand.
button.
His name is David. Let's get into this and be prepared to be shocked.
Wow.
How deep is this fraud here inside of Minnesota?
It is far worse than anybody can imagine. You heard it's 7 to 10 billion and maybe more, and now the numbers have been revised and put out there publicly that they think it's more like 8 billion. How I got involved is that where my office is here,
$8 billion.
I'm sort of in the heart of all of
$8
this
billion.
fraud, and I would see these child care
$8
centers.
billion.
I said, well, there are kids there.
Now be Aaron. Oh, you black shark whining about. Oh, why are you whining about the past? Just let the past go. Oh, but you not over here running down into Minnesota and pulling out of your RV trucks, pulling up and protesting these people. These people done stole upwards of, they're saying $18 billion when it in regards to the total network of fraudulent infrastructure that has been created in Minnesota. Okay, let's roll.
It's the middle of the day, and all I see are a couple of guys standing out front smoking. And then I'd go by another daycare and I'd see the same thing. I said, well, where do these kids play? And so I started to go online and look, and I said, this place is licensed for 80 children. They had 0 children. Every time I went by there, they never
0
had a
children, y'all.
there. Then I started to see all
0 children. Where in the black community here in America have you seen any type of black group telling the government, hey, we have 1,000 children and we are feeding 1,000 children every day, and we need, let's say, $300 million. Guess what? And we don't have one child. That's exactly what these people are doing there in Minnesota and other places. But right now, Minnesota is definitely on the table. Let's go.
all these
Smack that like button there, people. We're not playing.
Around.
This is
the
USA.
Somali driver.
Smack that like button.
That's great. They're out there transportation, contributing, but they never had a passenger. Never, ever once. And I said, well, what is all this transportation? What are they doing? So then I found out that in Minnesota, they have something called non-emergency medical transportation. So this is going to the dentist's office, therapy, whatever it might be. And I said, well, how many of these companies are there? And the research came back that there are 1,020 of them, and more than 800 of them are Somali owned.
Now, so what he is explaining to you right now is they are identifying a particular agency out of the benefits program in Minnesota, which is the transportation part of the medical program in Minnesota. Okay, so it's called non-emergency transportation is what this gentleman was explaining to you. Okay, non-emergency transportation, you can you can go and set up your own business through Medicaid, okay, by going through the proper channels that Medicaid provides through their application, okay, through the application process. Therefore, Medicaid will deem you to be approved or denied approval, okay, and once approved, you will then be able to pick up patients that need to go to and from their doctor's appointments and various other appointments relative to medical, like an Uber cab. So an Uber cab, but it's medical, will pick you up and take you to and from your appointment, okay? And the thing is, a lot of these transportation companies have went down and they messed it up for the black community, because these transportation companies would be would be sending in reports to the federal government saying that they are taking X amount of passengers, patients to non-emergency appointments, and they basically wasn't taking anybody. Okay, so we would call that in the medical transportation community ghost rides. Okay, so they were doing a lot. They were inflicting a lot of ghost rides on our community, and uh, having us pay for it through our tax dollars sent from the federal government. So this is what he's explaining. And we're talking about, they said they have 1,000 companies out there. Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. When I say that's crazy for a city like that, or the city that they, or the state that they in, that's kind of crazy, bro. Let's go. Smack that like button there, people.
Nobody from the state of Minnesota ever cross-checks to see if any rides were ever actually provided. All they did was write the check.
So right here we have all this paperwork. And how are you getting all this information about the fraud?
A lot of it is through my own research. And then I have some contacts at the Capitol going back many, many years. And so the data that I'm getting is 100% accurate, coming directly from research done by people at the state Capitol.
All this paperwork right here, what are we looking at?
The areas of fraud that I have numbers for are mostly related to childcare. This is massive fraud that is beyond anyone's imagination. And so, for example,
they thought they would never ever get caught. You not understanding. They thought they would never ever get caught. They thought Biden, or they thought, well, Biden was out, but they thought Kamala was going to win. They thought the Biden, or the Kamala and the Walz ticket was going to win. And they didn't think that they were going to win off of their good merits and their great campaign strategies and the, you know, what it is that they're supposed to be campaigning on, that's near and dear to the American people, on why they just was so overly confident that they would win. No, these people were obviously scamming the system, buying votes. And we're now learning that there was potentially massive voter fraud. Okay. And also, why would you want a non-American to vote in your voting system and not be able to provide sufficient ID? Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? We cannot, we can't be doing this. We can't be doing this. Dick Nalius said, go, go, go. Know what I'm saying? Doctor, what's up, Doctor? Dr. A.M. Prince, what's happening? Said, go. Layla, what's happening, Layla? I see you, Layla. I see you there, gal. What's happening? And yeah, none of them could be trusted. That is a fact. We can't be playing around like that. We ain't playing around. They not playing, we not playing. American power.
For 120 children. I have never seen a single child there ever, and I've been by that place at least 100 times.
These Somalians, these groups are setting up these daycares, these childcare centers, getting money from the government, but there's no kids.
No kids. Never had any of them. They're all fraught with violations, and even though they have these violations, they're still in operation and they're still getting money. And it's millions of dollars for every one of them every year.
All of these people, and then they come in over here, and then these Africans want to get into the blacks' faces over here, and they want to say, "Oh, nigga, we better than you, nigga, you lazy nigga. That's why you can't get no money, nigga. We come over here and look, in 30 years, nigga, we drive in a Civic, a Honda Civic, nigga. Look at my Honda Civic, nigga. Look at my Honda Civic, nigga. Look at my Honda Civic, nigga. In 30 years, nigga. 30 years, nigga. Nigga, we like niggas. Now y'all got to go. Now y'all got to go.
So we have a thing called CCAP. It's a blend of federal and state money. The bottom line is it's taxpayer money, so it's state money and it's federal money. And the problem is the people of the state of Minnesota are the ones writing the checks. This is kind of the maddening thing is you have daycare, so you have adult daycare, and then you have child care, and then you have health care. And a lot of these same names keep coming up on all of these different types of businesses. And then, of course, we have the transportation, a lot of those same names.
No, around, so Augustine with the nasty name, I don't even know how to, what that name is you have. But, around blacks never relax. Around blacks never relax. Yeah. Around those Afrikaans. You know, see us black people, we have our own swag. Leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? That's all we ask. And you won't get, you know, your teeth taken out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? All we ask is leave us alone. You know what I mean? But we are I'm so glad we are not on, we don't have the spotlight on us. The spotlight is on these immigrants, and we are going to take back America, and that's what the spotlight is on, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shooting shots at Black America, that don't hurt us none, because I mean we still here and we doing great. All right, so that don't hurt us none. What is going to hurt is if you turn your energy into getting after these immigrants and allowing us to have our American back so we can fight the way we know how to fight with each other. But we got to get these people out of here. Let's go.
Names appear, a lot of the same addresses. There's one building that has 14 Somali healthcare companies at the same address. There's another building in St. Paul that has 22 Somali healthcare businesses at the same address.
And
22. Damn. Aunt Esther. Or no. Aunt Etha. She said, I'm still mentally processing. I'm saying 120 kids in one daycare. Absolutely. Like, I just thought about that when you said that. I'm like, damn, 120 and I mean, really? Jeez. Damn. And then when our young journalist right here rolled up and attempted to go after or bring his American child to the daycare, he couldn't get into the daycare. This is too funny. Okay.
The government knows they're writing the checks. Yeah. The Democrats
Oh yeah, no, Islam got to go. You ain't never lied. This is and believe this. This is all Islam's doing. Glenn, that's Glenn Benet. I hope I didn't botch that up. You know what I'm saying? These people got to go. That's Islam doing this. Allegedly. Allegedly. I don't want to just throw that all on, you know, but come on now. Come on, you coming into America now. We are straight shooters over here in America. We're going to tell you, we're not going to play. We're not going to sugarcoat it. You know, just like I had to tell that guy that when he was just saying, you know, around blacks never relax, you know, hey, you know, we used to being straight up with one another, whites and blacks. We go hard with one another, but damn it, you people gonna come up in here and really find out how we giving it up. And now that we both communities have our attention on you people are done. I am sitting back with my popcorn at the same time, got my hard hat on with my boots, because this is a war that we will win at all costs.
What's happened is that the Somali community is a very closed community. They will not speak to anyone outside the community and talk about what's going on within the community. They vote as a block. And so when you're a politician, you're saying, look, I've got 100,000 people in Minnesota that if I do something for the community, they're going to vote for me. And that's what it's all about, is getting the votes. And then the people here in Minnesota, you hear this term, Minnesota nice. I'm so sick of that term. The people here are so afraid of being called a racist or an Islamophobe, and they're afraid of their own shadow.
Well,
and I don't
listen,
understand.
listen, man.
This is our future.
This is our future. We can't worry. They're white people right now. You can't be worrying about being called, you know, a racist, you know, a racist. You know what I'm saying? You can't be called worrying about being called that right now. All right. You know, not from no damn non-American damn immigrant. That's crazy. He and she is coming up into your land, attempting to take over your great grandbabies' land and hard work that our ancestors and we are putting in to carve a greater nation because of our ancestors. We're going to allow this? These people have their own ancestors in their own lands with their own history. Why are they coming over here? Why must we capitulate? Are we to capitulate? No, I don't think so. I just seriously don't think so. I don't think so. No more immigrants anymore. Jonah Chago said, no more, man. They got to go. We can't take this, man. Anyone run by Islam opposite beliefs, they should kill others. Islam, they got to go. Islam, they got to go. They believe we are. They call themselves peaceful, but all of their people believe that if we do not believe in their beliefs as a people, we are the infidel. I mean, how clear as day is that? I mean, it's very clear and concise what their overall program is. And that's to make sure that their people know that we are enemies to them. No matter how you want to cut and slice that up. All right. That one thing that Black Americans need to do is come together. Trust and believe me, these immigrants is bringing us together, baby. Believe that. That's what's happening. See, this is all divine. This is all divine. This is actually bringing whites and blacks together. I'm talking about white and black Americans. These immigrants, see what they don't understand, this Islamic ideology that's attempting to come into America and flop down, don't understand that is going to unite the white and black community of America like you've never ever seen ever in life before. I guarantee it, because it's happening organically right before our eyes. We're not reaching for each other's communities. We are all speaking on principle of America right now and what it is to be an American. This is what we're standing on. And whites and blacks are all speaking on code. All of them are making sense. Every last one of them. I have not heard a white person yet that has been speaking about these issues and they've went off like they don't understand what they're talking about, unless I'm listening to a white liberal that just sounds totally delusional. This is bringing black people together. Trust me, black people come together. When black people have a real problem in their community, trust and believe me, they're going to come together. It just looks like that because the media puts that out there that we don't come together. And there's, you have your thug faction of our community, which is a very small percentage of our community. But it's looked at like it's the entire community, but it's okay. We're used to it. We're used to it. But this immigration situation is definitely bringing the black community tighter once, just bringing us more closer, and it's bringing whites closer to their community, and it's bringing whites and blacks closer. So that if you look online and look at the metrics, that's what's happening. Whites and blacks are standing up. We like, hold on, we want to preserve America. That's what's happening. That's all I'm saying. Smack that like button there, people. That's all I'm saying.
generations are going to have to pay for all this fraud, and they just want to bury their heads in the sand and go on and just not worry about it. Tim Walz saying there's organized crime in Minnesota. What did he do about it? Nothing. You got organized crime? What are you doing? This is the Minnesota law, which mandates that anyone who knows of fraud and is a state employee must report that fraud. It's Minnesota Statute 3.971, Subdivision 9. Not only that, but Walz is also guilty of misconduct of a public employee.
Walz is not going to make it out of this.
The world is whole.
The walls are closing in on Walz. He's not going to make it out of this. Crystal, what's going on, gal? Crystal got set. What's happening? Smack that like button there, Queen. I appreciate that. Slumdog Millionaire, I like the name. What's happening? Prison for Walz. Yeah, he's gonna have those prison walls around him, bro. I don't want to. Damn, I don't want to wish that on nobody, but damn, bro, we tired of this. They almost took the president's head off. I mean, you know, they were striking our pages. They were tyrannical. They were tyrannical. Do y'all remember? Let's think back. I think we need to be a bit more progressive and aggressive. Okay? I think we need to be a bit more. Do y'all remember all of what all of us, most of us in this chat was going through? I don't care if you was putting comments up on somebody's live stream. I don't care if you created your own live stream or was putting out your own content in various other social media brackets. You seen what was going on. And not only that, this is not even conspiracy, because everybody thought when we were talking before this was conspiracy. No, they have came out and admitted, the top CEOs of these social media tech giants admitted, pulled out the paperwork. Elon Musk took over Twitter, pulled the paperwork out, showed us that these people were blocking us every chance they got. This is nasty work. We're so glad. No, we keeping the pressure on them. Are you kidding me? We couldn't do this before. I couldn't talk like this before. You couldn't even talk like this in the comment section before. You know, you couldn't talk like this before. And and believe you me, I don't hold any of your comments. Okay, here. Okay, it's unfiltered. This is an unfiltered chat here. All right. This is an unfiltered chat. Let's rock and roll. And all right, let's go. Hold up. Let's show that text. And also, if you want a clear point of view on how Muslims are doing with the country, look at foreign countries. That if you're a Christian, you better keep it to yourself. Damn, that's Peter McGilliton. No, I said that wrong. Peter McGilton. Peter McGilton. I like that name, Peter. Peter McGilton said, yeah, man, you know, these Muslims, he's saying, you know, if you go to these other Muslim countries and you are a peace and loving Christian, then I know much about peace loving Christians, because that's all I've been up around and know about, right? And if you want to somehow, hey, you know what, I want to just go on a cruise, because a lot of our people over here like to go on certain trips for like a weekend. We don't go and stay like these immigrants. Go into your nation, stay there, fight your government not to leave. If we heard an American did that, we would think that that person might be mentally challenged. We would think that. But this is what we're going through. Thank you, Peter, so much for the comment. Smack that like button too, Pete. I appreciate that. Peachy said, yes, it is. Bringing blacks and whites together. That's what's happening. I don't give a damn what they talking about. I don't care if the blacks that don't know what's going on yet, because they're going to catch up. The whites that don't know what's going on yet, it's okay. They will catch up. But this is what's happening. These immigrants, Sharia law, this Islamic religion, and their laws are seemingly bringing blacks and whites together. And we're not talking about we're coming together, you know, kumbaya. We are standing up, putting on our damn hard hats. We have that DNA in us from our ancestors, boy. Americans, white and black, are damn warriors. I don't give a damn. And it's pretty evident. It's pretty evident. So you Christians, my beautiful Christians here in America, be very wary when you go out now. You go out to these retreats that you might go out to out the country, or you might be going out to just take a vacation to get a load off, take a weekend off, a week. Be sure to watch your surroundings and be sure to watch how you talk about religion. And that's a shame. If you are religious, how that's what make, I don't understand. Just coming from out of the street life, understanding, a long time ago when I was in the street life, I'm a political activist, and I'm a community activist. I'm also a political operative. I have ties in the state. I have ties to the state government. I have ties to the local government. Okay. However, I love bridging the gap, and I love allowing my people as well as other people in America to understand what's going on politically. But I am all the way in on getting my black people to understand what the hell is going on politically, because they have been tricked far too long. And shout out to the best president ever, President Donald Trump. That's a fact. That's a fact.
The Twin Cities is ground zero. The fraud is worse here than anywhere else ever in history.
Damn.
Anywhere.
We're going to go confront these people. We're going to go to these daycare centers. We're going to see what's actually happening.
Okay, so we have to be careful because these people are very
violent, bro.
Exceptionally violent.
Bro.
Now, with all of David's evidence, we headed out to the streets of
bro.
Minneapolis to see how much
you think they didn't zap up all of that money? Bro, they came in, shorty, Ilhan Omar was negative $67,000. Negative $67,000 at one point. This lady ballooned to $3 million in 1 year. In 1 year. Boom. Okay, no problem. Okay. All right. Some Americans do luck up like that. Hey, come up. Hey. All right, I'll give you that. But then within the span of the next 3 years, Ilhan Omar ballooned to $30 million. $30 million. This is what we are dealing with. Okay? This is what we are dealing with. Well, hold up, because the Muslims, they up in here. Hold up, man. Hold up. Let me see what's going on. All right, see what's going on. Where was the quality control? What was the quality control for the government part writing and approving these payments? The paper trail will lead all the way back to the beginning of DC. Government not verify these outgoing payments. So you got to understand. Yo, I love it. Thank you so much, Michael. You got to understand. Donald Trump was not a politician. Donald Trump came in, and this is what I loved about Trump. See, as far as in the black community, we already loved Trump before all of this. He's a, our man. He's a racist, all before all of that. Donald Trump was beloved in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump was like an Eminem right now. You can't say nothing foul about, out of all of the white. You know what's funny about the black community? This is funny about the black community. Out of all, there might be white people. There's white people that blacks are not fond of, right? Because of the way they speak and the way they think. But guess what? There's certain white people that you just cannot, that is just damn near, that is just untouchable when it comes to the black community. One of those people is Eminem. You talk bad about Eminem, bro, the black community seriously would wake up and roll on you in some form, bro. You can't talk like that about Eminem. And guess what? Donald Trump was somewhat that before. Okay? Until these politicians used their political black magic on my people. Okay? All right? And just completely flip the script. And what I love is Donald Trump was a businessman and he seen what they were doing, just like me. I'm a businessman and I got into politics by default, seeing what they were doing. And I'm like, whoa, the criminality within the realm of politics will blow your mind. That's why I'm surprised that you are not surprised about, or too surprised about what Doge has uncovered. I mean, you don't see that these Democrats have been buying votes this whole time, buying damn, just buying up the opposition to America, buying their allegiance. I mean, are you serious? You don't see it? You don't see what they're doing? And we have this right in our face right here, what they're doing right here with this guy in Minnesota right here on this interview. You see that right in Minnesota. And Doge just showed you that with the USAID funds, the leftists was doing this the whole time. We talk about on a global stage. I mean, on a global stage. Minnesota was doing it pretty globally also. However, they were doing it on a small fraction. They were doing it primarily in one lane, like Al-Shabaab, that T organization that we are opposed to in here in America, and all of these other jihad groups that are Muslim. What type of religious group is like that? Man, why don't y'all just turn yourself a gang? And who just and who stays with a religious based, a so-called but religious based organization like that? I would just like completely just break. If I was with some jihadists, I'd be like, yo, I have to create my own Muslims. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to create my own Muslims or something. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand that the black Muslims in America, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, hey, know what I'm saying? They like, man, I ain't dealing with those jihadists. If I'm gonna be Muslim, I ain't gonna be no Muslim jihadist. Hey, that makes more sense. That makes more sense because they are just tripping out. And now we're starting to see this. We're getting messages from our dear beloved Americans in the chat warning beloved Christians here in America. Hey, if y'all go out of town, you know, conceal your Christianity, your faith. Huh? What do you mean? We're like Christians are so proud to be Christians too. You know when you get around a Christian, most of the time, you just can tell by their mannerisms and the way they speak, their linguistic approach. You can just tell. And it's like, a lot of us is proud, man. We proud to be God fearing. We proud to be humble and loving, and right. But some of us are new to really practicing it, right? Like myself, and I'm a boxing champion, so I might let off a 1-2. I might let off a jab and a right hook. So but God, hey, I'm praying for myself. Hey. Put a 1 in the chat if you're praying for yourself. Put a 1 in the chat if you're praying for yourself. Let's go.
We could uncover it one afternoon. Where are we going now?
We're going to a place called Mako Child Care, which actually has another child care registered at the same address called Mini Child Care Center.
Snowstorm.
So lots of children if there's
Snowstorm.
Child care center.
They are Snowstorm. They are working on that right now. Snowstorm 1 said Tim Walz needs to be arrested. This is the American people, y'all. I didn't say this. She said, Snowstorm said Tim Walz needs to be arrested. If a guy with an iPhone can get this information this easily, or get the truth, there is no way that state oversight wouldn't have known. And I get it, man. These people are attempting to protect other people. Notice that the Democrats are very, very silent. Do y'all notice that? Do y'all notice that Tim Walz is out there roasting by the fire by himself? Do you notice that? Do you not see some big? You don't see any big protest. Do you know why you don't see any huge because the black community is quiet. I know. Hey, y'all can say what you want. You can say what you want. You know, if the black community is opening their mouths, you know, you're going to have a whole lot of people going to have something to say about that. But what's beautiful is we're not opening our mouths and we're staying out of the way. That's pretty much the phase right now. We are staying out the way. And Trump has almost full autonomy from the real blacks, not the bought off compromised blacks and the compromised blacks that don't know that they're compromised yet. Not those blacks, not them, but the real blacks who get it. The blacks that Donald Trump said blacks love Trump. That's the blacks that Trump is talking about. The real ones. The ones that was rocking with him when he was rocking around with Tupac. When he was, you know, when he was flowing out, when he was out there protecting Mike Tyson when nobody would protect Mike Tyson. Donald Trump was protecting Mike Tyson. Nobody would speak up for Michael Jackson. Donald Trump spoke up for Michael Jackson. None of these pricks spoke up. None of these scared blacks in high places spoke up. None of them, not like that. Donald Trump spoke up though. Hey, we have the receipts. We have the receipts. You can't trick us. You can't trick us. And then when you have conscious groups like, let's say, Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang was extremely conscious. They did not like what was going on, how the government was attacking their people, things like that. Hey, and they were screaming Donald Trump. You know how many Donald Trump is mentioned more time in hip hop than any other white person, more than Eminem. Donald Trump is mentioned. Not for being hated like George Bush. George Bush was mentioned in hip hop for being hated. And Clinton. Yep, and Clinton. Yep, you too old on Mr. Bill Clinton, Mr. Bill Clinton, Mr. Bob. No, Mr. George Bush, Mr. Bob Dole. You too old to understand the way the game's told. Bill Clinton, know what I'm saying? One of them, Bill Clinton, Bob Dole. But it was Bush and Dole. Bush and Bob Dole. So, you know, Trump has been in the eyes of hip hop for a very long time. We know about Trump. You know, a lot of our real estate brokers that are black studied Trump for a very long time, looked up to Trump for a very, very long time in the black community. A lot of blacks followed this man, his business tactics and all. Please. And then all of a sudden, overnight, just like Michael Jackson said, when he went #1 overnight, he was this, he was that. And you can't lie. Look at the trend. This is what it's their playbook. Soon as they don't like you, soon as you fall out of their good graces, you overnight, Donald Trump is this, Donald Trump is that. Overnight. And then the crazy thing, the crazy thing is I can't believe I can understand how if these people turn on them because we understand how, you know, an evil empire works, like an evil people. We understand, but how can you people start believing that? White and black. That's what I don't understand. But what I'm loving is the whites are really starting to wake up. Like, hold up, these motherfuckers been tricking us, all of us, the whole damn goddamn time. Yeah, they starting to realize that. Like, hold on, the blacks, yeah, everything the whites are screaming about right now at the top of their lungs, the blacks been screaming about. So now it's like we're kind of getting on code by default. We're getting on code by default. Yeah, Coffee Jitter said it's the media. It's the media. Still, Derek said, yep. Michael said Bush and Dole, and it was Clinton and Dan Quayle. Yes, VP. Yes, yes. YG is fruitcake. Nah, though. Yeah, hey, they getting them fruitcakes out of hip hop. I mean, hey, they trying. Trump is purging. Trump is purging America. Now you got 50 Cent purging hip hop right now, right? This is what happened. This is what's going on. Then this is where hip hop meets politics. This is where, and for all of you blacks that feel like, hey, politics not my lane like that, and hey, it is your lane. And why would 50 Cent be involved the way he is? Do you understand? Why would he be going after Diddy? Diddy was championing and pom-pomming for damn Kamala, bro. Are you crazy? Do you see how corrupt Diddy would have been a trillionaire? Diddy would have been a quadrillionaire. Diddy would have been as rich as damn Elon Musk if Kamala Harris would have obtained high office. Are you crazy? Or because they need these people to tame the black community and keep them dumb, stupid, and blind. Deaf, dumb, and blind. That's what they need. They need them so they can have these damn immigrants come over here and take on white America while black America is subdued, while black America is docile, while black America don't know what's going on. We can creep up, y'all, and all we got to do is take on white America. We don't have to take on black America because they don't know what's going on. They all confused. Nah, y'all thought y'all had that game plan down, black nigga, but God, a divine force came in and broke that up. Broke that up. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Came and broke that up. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Tried to catch the blacks, tried to catch the blacks sleeping like they was, because they was sleeping politically. And it wasn't that they were just sleeping, it's that a lot of them gave up politically, and the ones that are engaged politically are being tricked by a lot of their parishioners, pastors, so have you. Some of the pastors really don't know what's going on, and they're not. It's just a lot going on there, people. But it's a big, beautiful awakening happening. That's all I got to say. Okay, tried to trick us. See, you keep the blacks without knowing what's going on politically. All these immigrants got to do is take on white America. That's all they got to do. Inside of their homeland. All they got to do is take them on. The blacks is out the picture. Don't worry about them. This is the way these enemy evil doers thought they were going to flex on our nation. But God woke us up in the nick of time and waking up a lot of you. Pat yourselves on the back, all of you on this live stream, because all of you on this live stream are strong-willed. You don't play no games. I wouldn't want any beef with most of any of you on this live stream. Believe me. And I love all of you on this live stream because you love America. You're not looking at you. And what I love about, with America, see, we don't have to like you to do deals with you. That's America. We don't have to like you to do deals with you, right? So we know America, we know how to barter. See, right? Hold on. White and black America, hold on. Hold on. This is America. We're not giving a damn about what is going on right now with the race relations between white and black America right now. Bro, that is far the furthest thing from our brain. These invaders that's coming in and attacking on all cylinders, politically, economically, taking your healthcare system, filling up your jails, everything. All right. Another scam that these Islamic jihadists and these Islamic so-called peaceful Muslims are bringing to America. All right. So in America, we can only marry one person, one female legally. However, according to these people's Sharia law, see, when they come in here into America, these Muslims, these people are shacking up with 3 and 4 wives. And guess what? Their wives are going to our American social service offices and retrieving 4 $300 to $500 worth of food stamps for each and every last one of them. Bringing that home, these people never ever have to worry about eating when they come over here to America. This is what's going on. Notice their houses always they're always in groups, a lot of them, right? These people are sucking up the American infrastructure, the American just ballooning the economy. These people are the cause for the massive inflation rate. New York City gave away the damn black reparations that the blacks damn been asking for since Martin Luther King. New York City done gave that away already. All right? But we're mad. We're mad. Nobody wants to listen to Ann Coulter. They say, oh, why? Oh, Ann Coulter don't care about you. You black. Ann Coulter. No, you idiot. Ann Coulter understand what's going on right now. She don't give a damn about no black right now. Right now, she know black is the only thing that she got, and we know that she the only thing that we got. Blacks called for mass deportation here in America. Whites didn't call for it. Whites called for the wall. Donald Trump ran on build that wall. Donald Trump ran on build that wall. It wasn't until Black Chicago got fed up, went into damn city council chambers with the red MAGA hats on and said, we want mass deportation. Then Donald Trump jumped on the mass deportation because that's what I'm sure he wanted this whole time. But damn it, if he's calling for a wall and they calling him racist just for building a wall, imagine him campaigning on mass deportation. No, it wasn't until the blacks called for mass deportation. But guess what, blacks? You can't get this done without the white man. That's the funny thing. That's the funny. It's funny how God made it with us blacks and whites. We're so intertwined. We don't care how much we kind of like don't want to be around each other. It's like it's like we really need each other, you know? Because think about it. The blacks call for mass deportation, but in order for us to facilitate this, we really need the whites. the whites are the ones that got to push the button and turn the key. Right? Right? And then the whites need the blacks because Donald Trump can now stand up and call Ilhan Omar and her people garbage without feeling a stinging effect of being called a racist man. Think about that. Think about it. Donald Trump called the freaking president, American president of the United States, called a whole people, the whole people, garbage. Let an American president have said that in the 90s. Oh my goodness. Because back then we were thinking we were still damn around Africans, because in the 80s, here came Jesse Jackson talking about African American. We like, African American. Nobody, what? Then I remember myself when I had first some application I filled out when I was young. I remember my first time ever seeing African American. I'm like, African American? I was thinking in my head, African, how? I'm like, damn, I don't see no black or nothing, but I guess I'm not nothing. I'm not Hispanic. I'm not white. I mean, I guess. All right, I'll put African. And then I've noticed African American on all of these damn applications. I'm like, African American? What the damn people pushed African on us? Pushed it on us. Trying to play us. You're not gonna play us, because this is the thing. You mean to tell me? And help me if I'm wrong, chat. Help me if I'm wrong. Help me if I'm wrong, chat. Jim Peacock. Help me if I'm wrong, chat. You mean to tell me if you are Japanese, if you're Japanese and You and your wife, let's say you're Japanese, and you and your wife go over to Jamaica. You mean to tell me if you have a child, if you have a child in Jamaica, you mean to tell me that child is Japanese Jamaican? Is that child Japanese Jamaican? I'm trying to understand with all of this you coming over here thinking I'm a Japanese American. What? Yo, if y'all don't get y'all beons out of here, you can't go to you can't go over there to Jamaica and you are a Japanese citizen, but you went over to Jamaica, had a child over there. Now let's say you're living over there now. Had a child, you're living over there in Jamaica. You mean to tell me that child is now a Japanese Jamaican? I mean, let's be serious here. Let's be serious. Or is that child really what that child is? Japanese. Let's be serious here. Let's be serious. You know what I'm saying? Let's be serious. Come on, B. Damn, that's more effed up the more I think about it. Right. That's coffee jitters. Think about it, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy work the way they doing that. Why don't I hear then they try to throw African American on us? Why don't I hear damn Jamaican Africans? What's up with the Jamaican Africans? I don't hear Jamaican Africans. And Jamaicans are really African. Why don't I hear the term Jamaican African or African Jamaicans? You know what I mean? Like, why don't why did they try to, how many times we have been reclassified here in this nation? Man, we tired of all of that now. Please. We're like grown now. I mean, I can't even believe that they even went through this back then, but it happened. But we're kind of tired. We're tired of the immigrants. We're tired of these people walking around with their veils on. I'm sure Europe has been banning the burqa all over Europe. Italy, all over Europe, they have been banning the burqa. And I believe it's going to come into the United States into law. Some genius senator will propose a bill to ban all burqas. Okay? Because we do know in these people religion, the female will bust the cap. The female will take up arms. The female. And she's not treated like a soldier. But the lady is so delusional, she will take up arms, and she's directed to take up arms. We see how they do when they attack our troops over there in their countries, and they're going to come over here, and if we get into some big armed conflict with these people in some other nation, because it's starting up now, Trump just struck Nigeria, getting after those jihadist Muslims. You mean to tell me we got to worry about little 10-year-olds walking around with their burqas covering their entire face? We don't know who the heck they are, and they use their children as actual troops. They use the children as troops. These people know no type of limits. All right? You got to know no limits when you actually have a brigade of people that are willing to explode themselves, who are willing to expand themselves unlimitedly. I mean, that's a problem. That's a problem. That really is a problem. And that's what we're dealing with here. It's sad.
The two of them combined are licensed for 120.
And how much money have these child care centers received?
None of those vans had moved in 6 months. None of them. In 2020, one of them received 1.3 million. In 2021, they got 987,000.
So over 200 in y'all hand there. So over 200 of y'all here, my good dear American people. Smack that like button there, people.
1.604 million in fiscal year 2025. Fiscal year 2024, they got about 800,000, and in fiscal year 2023, they got $904,059. This place right here. Yes.
Kneeling before.
Well, this is actually 2 daycares are registered here.
Kneeling before, right. That's right. That's Takar. Said Gov playing dress up and kneeling before Somalis. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. You know another thing, they done changed the Minnesota. I ain't been in Minnesota a day in my life, and ask me, do I give a damn? I'm from America. I can go whenever I sure please. But the thing is this: do I like the fact that Minnesota changed their flag to a Somali flag? They're people. We need to start worrying about, oh, you know, they done, you know, they done, they putting up the slave master, you know, the slave master monuments, and they taking down or they putting up the black American this. Donald Trump is putting the black American museum in the White House. Or we don't need to be complaining about that right now. We don't need to be. What needs to be, we need to complain about these foreigners hoisting their damn flags in our country. That's what we need to be worrying about. How is it that a damn Minnesota changed their damn name like that? I mean, their flag like that. And why is it they have a, I don't know if it's called a city, but Californioso or something like that. What the freak is going on, bro? You got the Hispanics attempting to charge in from the South. You have the Arabs being flown right on in over our borders, let in through our borders, right? You have all of this. You have narcotics placed on our streets now, to the point where these people are walking zombies, like the land of the living dead, literally. I don't know if y'all have been in any of these cities that are operating in such a fashion, but it's pretty bad. You have literal legal drug stores where you can go in and get crack cocaine and heroin, and they will provide it for you in the safe injections operating building in New York City. 2 locations. And guess who's paying for it? Not them out of their own pocket. Our federal government. Our federal government. Safe injections. You can look it up. This is not no made up stuff that, you know, I'm just pulling out a hat. You can look it up. Safe injections.
One of them is Mako, which you see on this sign. The other one is Mini Child Care Center. And between the 2 of these child care centers, they're pulling in about $3 million a year. And there are no children. Every facility as you go to, the windows will be blocked out so you can't see in. There's nobody here. You won't see a single child at any of these facilities.
There are indeed.
Somebody got to do it.
No windows. All the windows are blacked out right here.
Joe said he doing what the FBI should be doing. Somebody got to do it, bro, right?
It's locked. Should we ring the doorbell? Try to get in, ring the doorbell. Nobody showed up. They're open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. it says here on their sign, yet there's absolutely nobody here. And this building here, right here, has generated millions of dollars, and it seems like business isn't even open right now, and it's a weekday. And if this was a daycare center, it wouldn't just be in some industrialized building. There would be maybe like a playground or something outside. Or
there's no play area for the kids.
Yo, this is in your face. This is in your face. I'm taking your money. Damn foolishness back with fraudulent behavior coming out of these imposter invaders. It's so funny because the actual treasonous traitors who set this all up within our construct are all now very, very silent and quiet, allowing the people that they brought in here to be roasted, to be American barbecued. Okay? These people are getting American barbecued. No slowing down on the racist type language and linguistic lingo that's being handed to these invaders. No type of slowdown when it comes to delivering our point to these invaders, to this Muslim faction who's coming in here, because it's largely these Muslims that's causing massive mayhem, allegedly. It's largely these Muslims. Okay? Okay? Because ICE of dummy. Oh, everyone is closing the doors. Yeah, well, hey, you ain't gonna be able to see, these people are not gonna be able to run and hide for that much longer. Once the Supreme Court uproots birthright citizenship next year, 2026, sometime in May, once that Supreme Court decision is handed down, therefore, Donald Trump is not going to have to exert as much energy as he's exerting with ICE to round you people up, because you people are going to be getting caught all by yourselves. You're going to be running stoplights. You're going to be doing illegal turns. You're going to be driving illegally, right? You people are going to be getting into fights. The cops are going to come around. They're going to ask for your ID. You're not going to have it. You're gone. The cops are going to ask for your ID. You're not going to be able to speak English. You're gone. You're snatched. This is what's going on. And don't believe, and please believe, my government is snatching up more than they're actually reporting. They are don't believe you me. You are getting snatched, bro. You know why? See, you know why I know my government? Because I have been here in my government. I have been alive to see and witness stop and frisk with my black community. I have been able to see that now. All right. I have witnessed it. Right. And see us when we were being profiled and thrown in jail, we just wanted to go home. The difference is when you people get caught, it's like these people trying to send you and kick your ass home, but you're trying to stay here. Right. But no, they're going to be catching you on so many levels. It's not even going to be funny at some point, man. They I know they have that black team that's out there, that black inconspicuous darknet team that's out there snatching people up, that that just and and they're not really being reported. And report why? And it's like, why should we report you? You're illegal. Why should we report? If ICE is snatching these people up and not even reporting it, which is great, by the way, why should they report it? You are illegal. You're technically not even here. You're like a ghost. You're technically not here. You're not, and this is what you people are doing, trafficking our people, trafficking our Americans. Did you not know? Did you not see what's going on? The trafficking is it's crazy. It's crazy.
So where are the kids? Where's anybody? How can there be nobody here? And it's like this every single day. I've never seen a single child here. In 9 years, I've never seen a single child at this
Wow.
building right there.
Some of them are billionaires, man. They are up for real, bro.
Is this your daycare?
No, can you tell us why there are no children? Have you ever seen children at this child care center?
Doesn't know if she's ever seen a child here. All right, let's go to the next location. Now we're going to the next daycare center. How much money has this one generated?
This one in fiscal year 2025, $1,042,059. In fiscal year 2024, $1,059,078. And in fiscal year 2023, $727,336.
This next one is literally one block away, and this one's also generated nearly $3 million in the past 3 years. See if there's any children, see if any of the buildings are open. Here we go. All right, we've arrived to ABC Learning Center. All the windows are blacked out. Let's see if anybody is here. This door is locked.
This facility is licensed.
Crazy. They think we gonna be standing around while they playing games with you out your mind.
My son Joey. Can I check out daycare center? You put your kid here in this daycare? No. There is one child in there. Yeah, I'd like to know if this is a legit business.
Yeah, I'm scared of you too. How come I explain everything?
You're scared of me?
Yeah.
Why?
You're very.
Because of my color. You said you're scared of me because of my color. Does that make you a racist?
Yeah, no.
But you said you're scared of me because of my color.
I'm not saying you're racist.
You said you're scared of me because of my color. That makes you a racist.
The funny thing is, these damn Africans are so they don't like white people because of their color, but you are begging to get into our country, and then you don't like black people because of our color. That's funny. That's too funny. That's too funny. We tired of you people. We are like really tired of you people, man. Like seriously. We're not just tired. We want you out. You got to go now. You got to go now. Now you got to go. You really done wore your welcome out, dog. Yeah, you wore your welcome out, bro. We straight. We straight. Look at Ilhan Omar response on Christmas.
The fraud got so out of control in Minnesota.
I think what happened is that, when you have these kind of new programs that are designed to help people, you're oftentimes relying on third parties to be able to...
Wait. Remember, this lady introduced this Feeding the Children program. She introduced it. You can see the stress in her face, though. She looked like she in an interrogation room.
Oh, out of control in Minnesota.
I think what happened is that, when you have...
Smack that like button there, people. Smack that like button.
New programs that are designed to help people, you're oftentimes relying on third parties to be able to facilitate. And I just think that a lot of the COVID programs that were set up, they were set up so quickly that a lot of the guardrails did not get created. And I'm not shocked because we know that the president oftentimes resorts to very bigoted, xenophobic, Islamophobic, racist rhetoric when he is trying to scapegoat and deflect from the actual failures.
Ilhan Omar, where did this actually start? She passed legislation. Her legislation actually started, and it allowed...
Crazy, bro. This is nuts.
Trash and food containers.
Look at this. Look at this what's going on in Buffalo right now. Look at what happened in Buffalo real quick.
Makes the air thick and suffocating. Inside, 11 people are found, 4 adults and 7 children, all crammed into a space meant only for cargo. The children that range in age from 2 to 13 years old all show signs of discomfort from the heat, along with distress. The toddlers are found in soiled diapers. With no seatbelts or safety restraints, the children were in a dangerously vulnerable situation. Officers along with EMS begin removing them one by one, making sure the children receive immediate care while the adults are taken into custody. The scene reflects not only the recklessness of everyone responsible, but also the quite real danger that the children were exposed to.
I'll move your handcuffs to the front of your body. At least they're not so tight on your back. If you'll just hop out right here. Yes, sir. Oh. You seen that everything matched out what I was in, right? Well, yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. I mean, you were honest with me after we kind of were getting ready to do our deal. You know how hot it was in the back of that U-Haul when we opened it up? Kids had sweat rolling off. I was just ready to exit the switch, right? It's just not safe, man.
31-year-old Shaquem Bristol and 22-year-old Musa Omar are arrested after being found responsible for endangering the lives of the 7 children in the truck. Both are charged with first-degree child endangerment for creating a substantial risk to their safety. Bristol, who had a prior record as a registered sex offender, received a federal sentence of 7 years with execution suspended, along with 5 years of supervised release. Omar, who also bore responsibility for the dangerous trip, entered an Alford plea and received probation in Wright County Court. Although the children didn't suffer physical injury, the defendants' actions made clear the severe consequences of their decisions. All of the minors involved in this case were placed under the protective care of Child Services.
So how did they get from, did you guys pick them up in Arizona?
Listen, these people are trafficking little boys, little girls into Buffalo, New York. Okay, it's about 17 of them in this U-Haul truck. Okay, and these people were trafficking minors as young as 2 years old. Okay, in a soiled diaper with no ventilation in a hot U-Haul truck, attempting to smuggle them into Buffalo, New York. This is the alarming shenanigans that we are dealing with from these Islamists. And we're supposed to not say nothing, and something is wrong with us. This is high level criminality here. This is just next level yo, just skip the training wheels right to the 21 speed bike it is. Goodness freaking gracious, man. But this is what we're dealing with. Smack that like button.
Where did you pick them up at? We all live in the same household. From Buffalo? Yeah, Buffalo, New York. What sign? The map. It says Arizona. No, we're from Buffalo, New York. We got that in that truck from Buffalo, New York. And you went down to Arizona? To pick up our cousin and our furniture. Here's the problem, is the driver and you don't have the same story. So something's not adding up from Buffalo to Arizona. It's not adding up one way or the other. Either you're lying about why you went down there and you picked them up, or you can talk to them. Our cousin will pick up stuff. We'll get ready to open the back of it. We can talk to her. You can talk to her. Oh, I'm with you. We have to call Chip. One at a time. We want to make sure everybody's okay, especially the children, okay? One at a time. Walk towards us. Come out. Ready, come out. Okay. Step down.
Look at this, people.
Look
at this, y'all. This is what we're dealing with here.
Legs crossed. How many children you got? Okay. Go sit on the ground. Hi, kiddos. Who's David?
No, aura flying. We're not worrying about those. We're worrying about these people in America right now. It's about America.
We're gonna make sure you guys get checked out by the ambulance and everything, okay? I've got some stickers for you guys too. Here we are.
Look at this.
Did you experience inappropriate behavior from?
Look at that. People all around here, yo, bro, just doing the most, bro. Are you serious?
Briefly, the mayor of South Portland, who's obviously not from Maine, she's from Somalia.
How can the politics in Somalia can be, resonate what we have here in the United States, the democracy that we have? How can you help us, be a better country and build back what we used to have?
This lady was a senator.
Long time ago. So hopefully we will be able to help our country, our former country, Somalia.
How can you help us to build back better what we used to be a long time ago? Well, that, of course, is basically Donald Trump's campaign slogan. But she's not a Trump voter because she's not talking about the United States. She's not talking about rebuilding the U.S., making our country better. She's saying, how can you as Americans send more money to my country, which is not the United States, despite the fact I serve in the freaking state legislature in Augusta? It's nothing to do with your country. How can you help me? But enough about you. What about me? That's what she's saying. And no one says, shut up, honey. Get out. That's not acceptable. To sit up as a state legislator.
Hey yo, you know white people is upset. Yo, Tucker is upset. You know how many times I done seen Tucker speak, man? Everybody's upset right now, bro. And they know they have the green light from the black people right now. They from the real blacks. Tucker went and said they talking about get out. They being super blatant with it, bro. Tucker, yo, bro. Hey, yo, they know blacks is not giving no resistance. We are working in tandem. Black and whites is working in tandem together to get these people out. We are not listening to no ridiculous talk, any of that. You're not black. We're not trying to air that. You know, like Ann Coulter said. Ann Coulter said, we didn't do nothing to you people. We didn't do nothing to these people.
And free stuff and raised your 3 kids here for free, that country pay your former country? Because why? That is totally not acceptable. And yet, not only is it allowed, it's encouraged. So take a look at a real part of the problem. And of course, Ilhan Omar.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this, dear people.
You know, innocent here. On the other hand, Ilhan Omar isn't from here. And she somehow went from a refugee camp, I think in Kenya, to the United States. And in a couple of years, she's talking like a white liberal. Well, how did that happen? That's not a feature of traditional Somali culture. She got that from white liberals here. They taught her to think this way. Well, one of the people who did is a guy called Jacob Fry. Now, he's the mayor of Minneapolis. And Jacob Fry is the perfect guy for the job because he's not from Minneapolis. He's not from Minnesota at all. He's from suburban Arlington, Virginia. He didn't move to Minnesota until he was an adult, until he got a job at some law firm in Minneapolis.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Seriously, even the white, I want to talk to the white radicals real quick if they're on here, right? And my black radicals, my white radicals, my black radicals. Check this out, though. So the left, we see as taken off and went into zombie mode. Okay, they are. It's like they are shooting people up to become zombies or something. Okay, all right. Now, but on the right, you got to understand. On the right, we need the radicals to allow their patriotism to take over their emotional state when it comes to Black America, because Donald Trump is taking the lead on this. Donald Trump is reaching out to the black people, to the real blacks, because we need each other. If we stand divided, brothers and sisters, here in America right now at this turning point of America, no point intended, if we stand divided, we will lose America. We will lose America if we stand divided. I need a lot of the radical right to start putting out good rhetoric when it comes to Black Americans, to get a lot more Black Americans on the side of what is going on with Trump right now. We don't need, because a lot of my blacks don't understand what's going on. And then if you have the radical right screaming, throwing ridiculous remarks at them online, you know, whenever when they see them, we need to tone that down. Now is the time to protect our home. Now is big boy time. Now is the time to protect our home. And that's a fact. That's a big fact. You got, let's see, Ann.
are for blacks.
See, this is essentially the problem, and the Republicans
What have we done to the immigrants? We owe black people something. We have a legacy of slavery. Immigrants haven't even been in this country. That's why the Democrats are dropping the blacks and moving on to the Hispanics, because they're a larger group of Hispanics now. But the reason people are concerned about the words they use, the reason Americans care about civil rights, the reason we are sensitive to racism is for one issue and one issue only, and that is how black Americans were treated in this country. It is because of the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. Those do not compare. Irish, the new groups, they always get a little bad treatment. Do not compare that to how blacks are treated in this country. You don't get to piggyback on the black experience in America. You do not get to do that just because you are a woman, an immigrant, gay, Hispanic. No, the rest of you can go F yourselves.
Tell them, Ann. I'm rolling with Ann. Hey, yo, I'm rolling with Ann. I don't care what black people is upset. I don't care what white people is upset. I'm rolling with Ann. I'm rolling with Ann Coulter. She gets it. She's one that gets it. She's like, nah, bro. But see, the thing is, it's funny because it's like it's almost divine, because it's like, without us screaming about what our plight here in America as far as black people, without us trying to do the most and do extra to get the recognition that we actually want, right? It's like these enemies are by default causing white America to say, you know what? Hold up. Nah, freak that. I'd rather give the damn black Americans their reparations than to give you damn invader terrorist jihadists our money. You giving all of these damn people this money, and this money is not even staying in your nation. It's going outside of your nation to T organizations, people who send damn planes to slap their heads up against our buildings. The same jihadist brotherhood, we talking about brotherhood, who sent the jihadists to smash into our beloved, precious Twin Towers. And I'm still upset that they didn't put back the Twin Towers, 2 of them. All right, but it's all love. It is all love. See what's going on in the chat. Slumdog, yo, Slumdog. The reason America kicks ass on an Olympic scale is because we have the best from all countries. This is our strength. Can't be beat. Slumdog. We talking about America. We spar together. America spar together. White and black. We spar. We fight all the time. We fight in the ring. We have gyms together. Right? We have mixed martial arts gyms, boxing gyms, right? We fight together. We have matches together. Bro, we are bad to the bone over here in America. What? Why you think people want to come over here and want to get down with us? Want to copy our style, black and white. They want to talk white, be white. You want to talk black, be black, but don't want to give any type of black recognition at all. Any type of black recognition. You don't want to give it the whites recognition neither. But you therefore want to talk like them. You want to communicate like the whites. You want to dress like the whites. Right? You do that. You want to listen to the white music. Right? You want to play the white music in your shops, and you want to play the white music in your clubs at times. Right? You don't want to seem as threatening. Right? Yeah. Yeah, you love to copy the white man and be up under the white man. You love that. We're the only people in here. That's why the white man, see, the real white man, not the ones that don't get what's going on, but the real white man respects the black man. Not you people that don't know what's going on. I'm not talking about you people. I'm talking about the real white man. All right? All right? Seriously, the real one. We're not talking about the one that don't get it. I'm talking about the real one like this one that gets it.
Battlefields of the American Revolution, and they really did. When you read the history, what they gave up, they gave everything to smash the chains of slavery and preserve our nation. And they bled on the battlefields of the American Revolution, and they really did. When you read the history, what they gave up, they gave everything to smash the chains of slavery and preserve our nation. And they did it with incredible bravery. They helped win the Wild West, tame the skies, and save freedom in the Second World War. They're warriors. From the very beginning, Black Americans have been a vital part of the American story, helping to make this the greatest nation in the history of the world. So true. Thank you. Thank you.
That's all we saying. That's all we saying. That's all we saying. Damn it, Aretha, our ancestor already told us and told them. Damn, all we asking for is a little respect. Just a little respect, just a little bit. Hey now, just a little bit. Come on, just a little bit. We just a little bit. The man called us warriors. He know what it is. He know what it is. I didn't say the whites that don't get it. The whites that know their history. The whites that can look past their emotion. They understand. And they understand that the real blacks don't have any problems with the whites. The real blacks. They just want to live free. They want to live independent. And it's like, please just leave us alone when it comes to any foolishness. Right? Right? But for the most part, the real whites know, baby, when it's time to rock and roll, when it's time to rock and roll, baby. Oh no. Donald Trump and the real whites know who to call. And the blacks, we know who to call, and the real whites. We know the real whites. The real whites, oh boy, y'all gonna have a problem. You immigrants are gonna have a problem with the white boys, boy. Oh my goodness. The white boys in the rural areas, oh. And they all packing. They all the white boys packing. Their dads have war chests. Their dads have rifles, all type of Kalashnikovs, AR style, all of that. Yeah, the white boys. I'm not just saying that. They have that, bro. I'm talking about from the north to the south. They have it. And you'd be surprised in New York. You'd be surprised. New York is not a gun state. New York is a police state. But you would be surprised how many damn firearms are in New York and owned by white people and black people in New York. You would think that it's the South, because the South, you could then walk up to the store, walk up there with your ID and walk out with a gun. But in New York, it's much more strenuous than that. However, oh boy, I'm telling you, man, it's just not looking good. It's just not looking good.
Because this is what we promised. You didn't say illegal immigrants. You said we will not receive even one Muslim. It has nothing to do with the Muslim religion. It's not Islamophobia, as someone's trying to tell us. It's all about this moment and this fact that at 2015, Angela Merkel started this madness, and now this is a problem about Muslims mainly coming to Europe. I'm surprised they are not going to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, or any other rich Muslim countries. They would feel much better, isn't it?
Right. Exactly.
When I bust my gat, motherfuckers take dirt gas. I'm all that and
exactly. And that's what we're dealing with. This is what we are dealing with. Just because you're black doesn't mean you're a warrior. Hey, I didn't say that. Your boy Donald Trump said that. Why are you hating on me? See, this is the shenanigans I'm talking about. This is the shenanigans. Your boy Donald Trump said that. I didn't say that. Now you made me play it again. Smash the chains of slavery. Smash the chains.
and they did it with incredible bravery. They
Tell
helped
him,
win
Trump.
the Wild West, tamed the skies, and
I ain't
saved
listening to
freedom
these other people, Trump.
in the
Tell him,
Second
Trump.
World War. They're warriors. From the very beginning,
Tell him,
Black
Trump.
Americans have been a vital part of the American story, helping to make this the greatest nation in the history of the world.
Man, I ain't trying to air that. I ain't trying to air that. I ain't trying to air that. The MAGA president-in-chief, the MAGA leader, not little MAGA, not the MAGA leader in the middle, right? Not the brigadier general MAGA. The commander-in-chief of MAGA, called the black man here in America warrior, bruh. So that's all I'm saying. He didn't say y'all had a few warriors. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. You don't break out of damn slavery with no damn little few warriors, bro. That ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Kamala needs to leave. She needs to leave politics. Keegan Cole said she needs to disappear. She needs to disappear like Sarah Palin. Who remembers Sarah Palin? Who remembers Sarah Palin? That's what I'm hoping happens with Kamala. She needs to go. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember Sarah Palin. Let me see what demographic I am vibing with right now. If you're understanding what's going on politically. You know what I'm saying? So you call out what you like. That's how he says, and he ignore the bad that he does and says. He says, so you call out what you like that he says and ignore the bad. Well, tell me this. Tell me this, Sins. What did what did Donald Trump do that was bad? I mean, please tell me because you're telling me that I'm calling out what Donald Trump is doing that's good, but I mean, this is all good. You see what this says right here? It says national border goes nationwide to apprehend aliens. Bro, I'm an American. And if you don't like that, it's probably because you're non-American and or you are, you are a church-going, beloved person that don't understand the demographics, don't understand the political infrastructure of today's world right now on what's going on right now. Because any Democrat that's Christian and going and they are literally actively voting for these Democrats, they unfortunately don't know what's going on. Okay? So I'm trying to understand, Sins. Tell me what Donald Trump did that was so bad, other than curse a few people out, other than use some black language, because we love cursing people out. So I mean, help me understand. That's Maverick Key, Jim Peacock, Dem Tears, Dem Tears, what up? I see you. I appreciate you. Dem Tears taste good. Happy Face hit the 1. I thank you for hitting that 1. Thank you, Happy Face. Sarah Palin has a better chance. You know what? You ain't lying about that one, man. Sarah Palin has a better chance than Kamala. Sarah Palin has a better chance than the black Indian from India, America, who got collard greens in her bathtub. So absolutely, I definitely see Sarah Palin doing a much better job. This girl, she was steamrolled. Steamrolled her. Okay? Sarah Palin was a tar in Alaska who had like 3 brain cells. Said, we had like this is Finn Vaughn. What's up, Finn Vaughn? Finn Vaughn Smith said Sarah Palin was the Todd from Alaska who had like 3 brain cells. I remember that nightmare of a human. I love that comment. Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I thought it couldn't get no worse than Sarah Palin. I mean, enter Kamala Harris, bro. Oh no, hell, yo, bro. Oh hell no, bro. Ain't no way I could have. Ain't no way, bro. I could not. Ain't, bro. Let me not talk about people, man. I'm trying to. Hey, I be trying not to talk about people. Hey, man. Hey, man. You got a new Christian right here. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hurt. He said he hurt Libu's feelings. Keegan Cole. Them tears said, baby, she had 4 years to show us. She did nothing. Only thing left to show us is that wet brain. She did not. She this do. Excuse me. Them tears. And listen, them tears. You don't remember this lady was the damn border czar? Kamala Harris should be prosecuted on some level, bro. And she was the prosecutor. She committed treason, yo. These people committed treason on our country, man. And then step back and act like Donald Trump is the cause of the economy and act like Donald Trump brought in all of this Muslim madness. This is unsustainable and unacceptable. It just is. We tired of this. Muslims checking them. You said, look, this one got me. You said no Muslims can enter your country. Damn it. And I did. So what? Damn it. You know what I mean? Trying to check the Poland president and all of that. Who are you Muslims? Who are you Muslims? What power is that? You can't talk about Muslims. Man, I'll smack you in your face. Okay? You get straight smacked in your face, bro. Come at us with no damn Muslim. This is America. You will get slapped. No, we will not receive even one Muslim, damn it.
Muslim religion. It's not Islamophobia.
We don't give a damn. It's Islamophobia. I can say it for you, President. Don't worry about it, President. President of Poland.
Because this is what we promised. You didn't say illegal immigrants. You said we will not receive even one Muslim. It has nothing to do with the Muslim religion.
We don't give a damn about that. No, we will not receive your asses.
It's all about this.
And now he's winning now.
Fact that at 2015, Angela Merkel started this madness, and now this is a problem about Muslims mainly coming to Europe. I'm surprised they are not going to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, or any other rich Muslim.
Yeah, why don't y'all go to those other rich Muslim nations? Go to the other rich Muslim nations. Why are you here? Why are you here? Because we understand now why you here. We're not going to sit around. We American, bro. We bad to the bone. We kicked everybody ass in the whole world. My ancestors, the white man ancestors here in America, not the other white man outside of America. No, the white man here in America. And my black men, my black ancestors here from America kicked everybody ass all over the world that attempted, that attempted and wanted some smoke with America. Damn it, we putting our damn foot down. We stepping. We the giants of the whole world. We run the whole world. The whole world looks to our fashion. The whole world looks to the way we change in our lingo swiftly. The whole world looks to the way we upgrade, the way we eat, our eating traditions. The whole world see the way we upgrade our fashion statements, constantly upgrading. You damn Jamaicans still got the same beat. You Jamaicans still got the same beat. You damn Puerto Ricans just got reggaeton and took that from reggae. That's too funny. Puerto Ricans, what music do you got? You stole the music from reggae. Reggae took it from us. I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, we're tired. I mean, we don't have problem with giving game. We don't have problems with letting you people lend our culture out to you. We don't have that type of problem. But when you people want to come in and constantly undermine us, step in the way of our reparations, step in the way of what black pride is all about, want to put another whole emphasis on pride in a whole nother way. When you want to attempt to crash everything that what the white man is doing, like he and she is not allowed to live decently in their own country, we have a problem with that. When the blacks are not allowed to live the way they want to live in their own country because of some outside influence, we have a problem with that. This is our country, and now these people are pissed. These people are dog pissed.
And I want to speak to you about what we've been seeing here in the Twin Cities area, as well as throughout the state of Minnesota. President Trump has the full force of the federal government.
You damn right he do. He talking about President Trump like President Trump is a damn agent from a foreign land or something. Oh, President Trump has the full force of the government. So run and hide. Yo, he should be locked up for that. You know, back in the days, they'd have lined him up in front of a firing squad. This guy is a senator right here. Ran for mayor of Minnesota. Oh, man, we
having detained at times even American citizens and families.
Ain't nobody. Hey, we not worried. Hey, if you damn American citizens get caught up in that damn ICE raid, you know your black ass or white ass is coming home. So police, miss us with that. We don't give a damn. All we care about is them hauling y'all asses out of here. Let's go.
I'll know that it does not have to be this way, and that you do have rights.
You don't have no rights here in America. You're a damn immigrant. I don't understand why these people keep telling illegal aliens that they have rights in our nation in America. Who keeps telling these people that? Come on, man.
Pray to God, God. I'm that late. I don't want to be here no more. I'm so tired of being here in this place.
People who spent years calling America racist are now crying online because they're being sent back to the same country they swore was better than here. You see the meltdown videos everywhere, tears, anger, demands, but none of them mention the fraud investigations, the expired visas, the money that moved through criminal networks, or the abuse of programs paid for by the taxpayers. The moment accountability shows up, they all act shocked.
I can go live wherever I want. Well, then go live in Somalia. All we hear you talk about is Somalia, Somalia. You love Somalia. It's your home, your people. Fucking live there.
I think she's a good bitch. I think she's gonna. Is she originally from Somalia? So how are they doing this? How's their government? Do they have a president? Do they have a council?
If you want a good laugh today, check this out.
Somalis are not terrorizing this nation. We are helping it thrive. Somalis have always seen themselves as a fabric
Blacks
of this
and
nation.
whites
So
talking
not
on
only
the
are we
same
not going
code.
anywhere.
Watch. Blacks and whites. Watch.
Not only are we not going anywhere, we are not going to allow anybody to make us feel less Minnesotan or less American.
First and foremost, Little Miss Brusband, I don't feel American. I am American, so no one can make me feel less than or less like something that I already am because I was born there. And the real problem stems from the fact that you believe that you are the fabric of this nation. By the way, that metaphor refers to people that share fundamental structures, values, beliefs, you know, culture and all this stuff. Didn't you come from Somalia, where the country's major fabric is Islam, what holds that nation together? And in Islam, you either convert or die. that's their belief system, correct? Or you force them to believe what you believe. Didn't Minnesota change their flag for you? See, if you were the fabric of this nation as you're espousing, you wouldn't have come to change the area you're in. You would assimilate and join in and share your culture and share your beliefs without forcing it on anybody, because no means no. But you guys don't believe in that.
Sorry to say, Minnesota, but your city has been taken. It's been taken. Somalians are taking over Minnesota as we speak. Now, the sheriff is also Somali. If you don't believe me, there is a video stating that he said that he's not there to protect the people that live there. No, he's protecting his own kind. This is bad. And you guys are here supporting all of this as a Minnesota residents. Y'all lost it.
Understand that members of Congress can't be impeached. You know, when you have Nancy and Randy saying, you know, we're on it, we're going to impeach her.
They're going to impeach you.
When they're saying they're going to deport me, knowing full well that you cannot deport an American citizen.
You're not an American citizen.
The matter is, she is an immigrant into this country, and she ran for all.
This is too funny. Hey yo, hey yo, you got the whites and the blacks on code. Look, you about to hear this white man. You just heard from a black man and a white man. You heard from a white man and a black man. Now you're about to hear from another white man. Bruh, they're talking on the same code. They're not cozying up, the whites and the blacks, with one another, but they're literally talking on the same point, on the same code. Listen to this man. To this American man. Let's go.
You can be deported. The government is well within their rights to send you back because you committed a crime. But that's not even the thing that astounds me most, how she got into this country. What astounds me the most is that people actually voted for this. I mean, why would you vote for somebody who is not looking out for America?
And that's
you work all day, you don't got shit. Thank you for working so hard so I can be home all day, free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah, go to work for me, you animals. Work for me. Yeah, you work for me. And the U.S. government they work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work. Pay them taxes. Take care of me and my people. All right? This is my land. I control this place. This is my reality. You all gonna be enchained. I'm gonna lock all you guys up if you don't pay your taxes. You better pay your taxes.
This is what we're dealing with, dear Americans. This is what we're dealing with. You know, this is what we're dealing with. Patty Kelly said, "Someone find this piece." Hey, yo, excuse me, man. I love a good comment, man. I love great comebacks. Oh, I love witty, smart, intelligent comebacks. Patty says, someone find this piece of shit, this POS. Oh, my goodness. That was too funny. That was too funny. Yeah. Yo, K Flock said, taxes are voluntary. You do not have to pay taxes. Look it up. Do your research. Yeah, well, tell that to IRS. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's Audi Doobie time. Oh, it's Audi Duty time. Dennis Winkler. Chris. Yeah, man, bring them out, Chris. Not just America, dude, all over. That's all right, Chris Hilton. You know what I'm saying? That's not one guy opinion. David Mora, what the F? If you're an American, you get due process. Other than that, hell nah. Chris Milton said, feeling the same in the UK. Oh no! Oh damn! Oh man, I'm hearing y'all are. Oh man, I'm hearing UK is bad right now with the whole Muslim situation right now. Chris Hilton, what's going on with that out there in the UK, man? Damn. You got Patty Kelly. Patty Kelly said these people going to feel bad if we start piling into these states to help. Pat Kelly, it's about to happen, Kelly. You seen what happened with Dearborn. Hell, we wouldn't even know what happened. That protest was so effective in Dearborn. We would not have known the level of criminality going on over there in Dearborn if that particular faction of people, I forget his name, but he went over there and he went with a large contingent and they protest. We didn't find that out. If we would have known that, man, I'm so glad. I'm really so glad he did that, man. Cause this got to stop, bro. This has to stop, man. We tired now. We tired of it. We've been tired of it, but now it's like America all at once. White and black community is just they're just tired all together. We just like nah. We no. We don't want to. No, we don't want to play no more. No, we no. Mm-mm. Let's go. We ready for the war now. Mm-mm.
Joe Biden, illegal immigration, millions coming from the third world. The opposite is now happening. America is becoming the third world.
We're not gonna let that happen.
Where millions don't even speak English, don't have jobs, don't have prospects for jobs, and their lives are now being subsidized by taxpayers, meaning you are very literally paying for them to exist, for their housing, for their food, for their health care, their education. And as a result of all of this, we now have people living here who don't call themselves Americans. They're not incentivized.
Okay, Nick Beam, you in Nick Beam, I like that name. Nick, you're in Dearborn for 15 years, I see, and you're still miles from there, huh? Damn, Nick, man. Hey, Nick, man, we need to start coordinating, Nick, man. We need to start getting some footage on what's going on out there, man. Tag in with my link, man. Like, let's do some work, man. Let's put in some work out there. I have been putting in work. You know, I'm ramping it up, putting in work out here in Buffalo and out in New York City and in Rochester. You know, really putting it down. I wanted to show you. I wanted to show y'all, man. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, there we go. This is in Dearborn.
And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor,
You're
you're not welcome here.
Nigga,
And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city.
These comments from the Muslim mayor of Dearborn, Michigan to a resident at a city council meeting made news.
And you are a racist. You are an Islamophobe. And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city.
These comments from the Muslim mayor of Dearborn, Michigan to a resident at a city council meeting made news. The resident had committed the offense of expressing concern over a street being named after Osama Siblani.
My concern is he's a promoter of Hezbollah and Hamas.
The best suggestion I have for you is to not drive on Warren Avenue or to close your eyes while you're doing it.
He told him to close. Don't drive down the American street. An American have a problem here in America. This guy is going to tell him, don't drive down
you are
the
racist.
Street. Okay? He's going to tell him, don't drive down the street. Now look at the comments in here, bro. All right? This is my post. This is my post right here. Look at the comments, bro. Hold up.
And you are a racist.
Oh,
you are an Islamophobe.
Look at the comments, bro. These people are delusional, bro. These people are delusional. Look at this. But my Americans started standing up, man, fighting back in these comment sections right here. And what I'm showing you. They started standing up because it was like a freaking Muslim wave, and then my Americans like, what? They got wind of the post. They're like, oh no, heck no. No, man, we like, man, look at it, man, look at all this crap. We tired. America's tired. Look at your Americans. Yeah, this is the way they feel. Yup. Look. Yup. This the way your Americans is feeling about a freaking mayor that is Muslim attempting to condemn us and coming at us, being flagrant about it. Flagrant. Nah, my Americans, nah, we not airing none of that. We ain't airing none of that, chump. Chump. You gonna have to go, bruh.
We actually in a place where the only way you can be black and stand with your people is to be a Democrat. Now, if that's where we are, we're the dumbest people on the face of the planet, and we're the only people in America who operate that way. You can be white and be a Republican or a Democrat, Hispanic and be a Republican or a Democrat. Praise the Lord. Whatever, and be a Republican or a Democrat. But if you're black, the only way you can be an authentic black person is to be a Democrat. That's stupid. And you know what it means? It means that explains why we spend half the time, or maybe even more, out of power.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. You see what's going on? Yeah, we need our preachers, we need our pastors and bishops to start understanding what is going on. We really need this. We need this, especially in my black community. I am so frustrated, or was frustrated, but now our people are waking up now, man. You got the black women speaking out. Oh yeah, they rolling in. Oh yeah, they rolling in. Look, the tanks rolled into Minnesota.
I cannot believe what's happening.
Wait, the tanks rolled in.
Outside of Minneapolis, and look at this behind me. There's like army trucks rolling up the street. You see that? Big green trucks full of soldiers. I don't even know what's going on. I haven't heard nothing on the news. If y'all know, let me know, because this is weird.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what I'm tired of.
Black women is speaking up.
People that come to our country saying that we have no culture. You live in our culture. You eat off our culture. You steal our culture. Now we're fucking through. We don't want nothing to do with y'all people at all. I know I don't. I'm not fucking with y'all like that at all. Never have, never will be.
Hey yo, I'm laughing so hard. Yo.
So fuck whatever you talking about.
Yo.
We not finna like.
Yo, I'm laughing. Yo, all who have been following my channel know I have been saying, bruh, the black man has woken up. The black man has been waking up for a long time. It's just that we have been suppressed in the media, so you don't know that a lot of black men has woken up, and we have took a large outright. It was like we broke through. God allowed us, the black man, to break through to get the people to understand we standing with Trump. And now that the black sisters see the black man, what the black man is doing, the sisters are following our lead. No, we're not forcing our sisters. We don't do how Muslims do to their women. We don't do that. But our black women are waking up on their own. Let's go. Shout out to my black women. Let's go.
Our motherfuckers didn't come over here and push our agenda to the back. We're not gonna pretend that y'all didn't come over here and get on our welfare system. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have all these fucking anchor babies and bullshit. Like, I'm done. I'm done supporting y'all.
See what I'm saying?
Just stepped outside of Minneapolis and look at this behind.
See what I'm saying? And you have people like that supporting them. I was supporting them. You know, I mean, you have people supporting these people. not knowing what was going on. I would, you know, I didn't know what was going on.
She wants to argue with Trump about different things. Rebate checks are not the thing to argue with Trump about. So this woman actually went on
This is gonna wake the black women
about
up.
how she is against Donald Trump potentially giving $5,000 rebate checks to every American family. She even went on to say, what is $5,000 going to do for you? I don't know what $5,000 is supposed to do for you. And then she went on to say that we're not in the business of giving out money. So you mean to tell me that the American taxpayer dollar can be sent to countries and organizations and people all over the world without our consent? But when it comes to Americans actually receiving a small fraction of those taxpayer dollars back in the forms of a $5,000 rebate check, your response is, we're not in the business of giving out money. People in your district elected you to serve their interests. You're not in the business of giving money back to them and helping put money back in their pocket. But you are in the business of funding migrants, staying in luxury hotels in New York City. You are in the business of making sure that our tax dollars go to different countries all over the world so we can fund transgender sex change operations. You're okay with that. But when asked about a rebate check, a small rebate check of $5,000, you say, we're not in the business of handing out money.
Hey.
I know that you want to believe
Hey.
the crash in the stock market as well as the economy.
No.
But guess what?
Tell him.
He's actually resetting it. And although the elites may be panicking, the middle class might as well get prepared because we are about to experience one of the biggest wealth transfers that we have ever seen before.
Tell him, sister.
What Donald Trump is doing is something that none of us have ever seen before. And the reason for that is because this man is creating history. America is about to officially be back on the map as one of the wealthiest countries. We are about to bring manufacturing back to America again. We are about to bring so many jobs back to America again. Do y'all realize what this means? The fact that the American people have been taken advantage of for so long and no one has ever fought for us is absolutely diabolical to me. I know that many people may not agree with what it is that Donald Trump is doing, but all I gotta say is welcome to the Great Reset. America is definitely on its way to being great again.
It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. And I'm so glad that a lot of my sisters are waking up, man. We're tired of it. You know, the black men stepped away from politics for a good while, allowed a lot of these beta males to be running things in the, you know, on the political scene, speaking for blacks. We are tired of that crap now. All right? We're tired of it. See these black immigrants? These so-called black immigrants. They love blocking us.
To enact reparations, in part because the question is who gets them. Potentially, I could fall into that category. I honestly have called a pipe dream in the past, and I think that's what it is.
Well, it would be nice if there was an elegant, simple solution to all sorts of complicated problems. You're not actually talking about how to fix those problems if you're only talking about reparations. If we're only debating
look at these beta males. See? These beta so-called black men, Jamaican blood clot. See what I'm saying?
Clear to me why we're pursuing this. Is it fair that there's no reparations?
Man, who cares, man?
The Irish get reparations, by the way.
Who, Candace? Candace, you over here crying for our help now, Candace. So you go on ahead, Candace. You crying for our help now. You crying for our help now. Think we don't know. Think we don't know.
The Donkey Party longs to position minorities in a place where they lord over us and keep us subservient to their system. The only system that's truly harming and endangering minorities in this country is the Democrat Party. But then people who don't support that political party,
That's what we got going on, man. We tired of this. We are tired of it. Yep. Swamp Donkey said we all come together on this one. We coming together on this one. Oh no, it's Preserve America time. It's Operation Preserve America, baby. Okay, we come. Nah, there is no negotiation on this. We are coming together. We not. This is not this is non-negotiable. Blacks and whites are coming together. Blacks and whites are coming together. That's it. It's non-negotiable. We have to. We have to. We got it. We got Trump. That boy Trump, boy.
Fuck nigga, I stole that shit.
Christians under attack in Nigeria.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck nigga, I stole that shit.
That's what he do.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck nigga, I stole that shit.
Hey yo, that's what we. Yo, we going to war with the Salvadorians, with El Salvador, right? I mean, hey man, we going to war over there in Venezuela. Hey, it is what it is, man. You know, these people are bringing in all type of drugs that will make your people, your cousins, twist up like a pretzel and walk down the block. These people are thinking they're zombies. They have fleshly eating drugs out there right now. And you okay with that? They're slipping fentanyl into people weed supply. Are you serious? No, this is war. We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that. Okay? We're not doing that.
Christians under attack in Nigeria. Being slaughtered, executed, blood being shed in Nigeria. Murders happening under jihadists, Hamas terrorists. Again, same Islamic so-called Muslims coming with that Sharia law over and over again. They've been doing this for centuries, even in the Arab slave trade.
Right.
Slaughtering our ancestors, chopping off their bodies in half, leg, foot, hand, in the name of their Sharia law, over and over again. History continues to repeat itself. And this is what they want to replace the Constitution with, Sharia law. Imagine us living under that type of dictatorship. And I've said already, I've told you what happened in Uganda and how Mandani and his family inherited the wealth from the dictator who took Ugandans, slaughtered them, massacred them. Blood was shed in their villages, all in the soil, in the water, slaughtered them, and took over and seized their property.
That's how those Arabs do, sister.
Blood is on Mandami's hands.
Blood is on all of those Arab damn Muslim hands, bro.
That's how they inherit their wealth and seize.
Then got these damn Africans over here thinking that they're Arabs.
Slaughtering them, executing them. Yes, by force, seizing their property. Now they're in, of course, they've been doing this for centuries. They never change their Sharia law. Massacring and slaughtering people for the sake of who else?
No.
Allah Akbar. And this is where the Democrat Party is heading. They're heading in this.
Nah, man. You know, so that's David. What he said? So that's Sins. Sin said either way, no one should be beat or abused, detained, or days without contact to fam or lawyers. They shouldn't be dying in who's dying in detention center? Man, you must be talking about over there in damn Arabia or something. You must be talking about Afghanistan. We don't get down like that over here. And we really want you people to go home. And excuse me, if you are a criminal, little do you know, when you are picked up by the feds here in this country, I don't care if you black, white, I don't care how long you've been in this country. If the feds pick you up, you're not speaking to your family for days. You for months probably. You'd be lucky. You'll be lucky. If you will be lucky if you get a phone call within a month. You get picked up by the feds out here off of a little small drug case. You'll be lucky. You want to talk about you people who illegally came into our country and committed heinous illegal crimes within our borders. No,